Hey everyone. It's me out here doing some real-time worm farming. I've got this old baleage that I picked up, I think it was last spring, possibly the year before that. Anyway, it's wrapped real tight with plastic so it shuts down the oxygen to the, hay is what it is. This is a combination. Right here you can see it looks like some clover, alfalfa, in with some, this is oats. It was planted as a field for alfalfa, clover, orchard, whatever. So when you seed it, you're always seeding in the oats. Problem was, it was a dry year, so that the farmer struggled to get the hay crop to grow, but the oats did all right, so they wanted to go ahead, remove that from the field. So they sold these bales fairly cheap, 25 bucks for a huge square bale. And what I'm noticing, this is my second year here after we moved, and I mulched this really good. This was compost brought from, actually it was very green, compost brought from our place and put out on the field last year, or here. This is my area where I plant my vegetables and things, and I'm just digging through it. So that's that same stuff. We put a bale on it last fall, beginning of spring actually, and look at there, humongous amounts of worms here now. So I think they multiplied all winter long. Look at that cocoon right there. Real-time worm farming, you guys. So now I look at this, what everybody else is calling mulching, with a whole new light. Oh, look at that. You see that beautiful cocoon right there sticking out? Anyway, now all I'm doing is feeding these worms out here. I'm loving it. I'll probably go, look at there, another cocoon. I'm probably just gonna go buy straw alfalfa hay bales just to feed these real-time. This is a real-time worm bed here, you guys. Anybody comes and tell me I gotta shut down, I'm farming worms. That's all I'm doing. Isn't that awesome? Oh, so it also, I mean, if you just look at this, it's almost like I pick up a whole load of worm castings just right there, and then you can just break it apart. We just had a good rain, but I'm already being able to be out here working in this because there's just so much microbial life, things opening up the soil, creating the porosity in there. Just loaded here with worms. Look at these guys. So you don't have to add worms to your garden. All you gotta do is add food for the worms and they come. Build the bed and they will come. So keep applying and keep applying. Keep your soil covered at all times. Don't let it get dried out. And man, can you multiply. So I'm gonna just keep, I might just go buy a bag of corn, grind it up, and throw some in here with this. Give them some worm chow. Really get them plumped up. And now you know where I'm at today, guys. Out here getting things ready. This is my, see those cattle panel? They're not cattle panel, they're called utility panels. See the 4x4 inch squares? I had to go super. So the deer come up and they just demolish my strawberries. So luckily I got to them. Got this contraption put up. They're A-frames. And darn it if they weren't, the deer were going in them A-frames, no lie. So I had to put this here in. It helps with the rabbits and squirrels too, a little bit, not really. I'm trying everything. Gosh, fighting wild is rough. So the strawberries should be able to, they're June bearing, so hopefully they'll have enough time now to get established and not get pruned back so much. And then we're gonna go with onions here. Guess I can give you a kind of a full tour, not really because there's nothing in it yet, but I don't know what we'll put here this year. Last year I had like some zucchini, things like that. There's a comfrey plant somebody gave me last year, and it actually survived the winter and made it back up. These were where the I had beets, which didn't do good last year because of how dry it was, and we got started late, so they never made it. Ah, here you go. Carrots. These were coming up from last year. I had some pretty good carrots. See if I can find you. Oh, right here. You see, can you tell that there's a hole dug here? I mean, there's a huge hole dug here, and I believe this is the deer. They dug with their paw, and they ate my carrots. Like, look. Oh, this is tough. They will eat right down into the dirt. And so I'm not gonna be able to, my carrots overwintered and they did great, but when I took the electric fence down, the deer, boy, they got to pawing at that and demolished all my carrots. You'll see some more carrots. They're gonna start coming up. I guess volunteer, I don't know. So I'm gonna have more. I'm learning all about carrots. That was the first year I've ever had carrots. I covered these up a little bit to see if I could save them from the deer. See, look, the deer got a hold of them right there. Covered them up. This deer is gonna be my biggest predator right now. I gotta get this stuff taken care of. This grass, I think it's that one with, if it'll spread with a root. So I don't know how I'm gonna have to till, I think, there. I don't know what to do there. This was green beans last year. Did wonderful. Here were the potatoes. I do have some asparagus that I managed to get to plant 6 of them. That's all. Not many. Only one rhubarb looks like it made it. So that wasn't so good, but one will turn into many if I... And then here we had our peppers, which we'll do again. I have a bunch of tomato cages. And the tomato cages go up between these posts. Now, I've already weeded that once, but they come back pretty fast, especially after the rain. But then I'll mulch it. And I'm only mulching because, let me tell you, we got to change our words. Remember confounding? Look, well, I figured some worms would be coming up here on top, and at that layer where I'm putting that mulch down, they'll eat. This is straw, so hopefully they'll, oh, look. Yeah, I guess I'm scooting them all over, but they are. Where that food is, they're eating. And then they're just going to be laying more cocoons, and they're just going to be doing more poop, which is going to add nitrogen here. I'm loving it, you guys. So there's one of my piles of biochar. That'll be inoculated with some of this BioComplete amendments for my bioreactors, which are over there. 2 of them need to be transferred onto some cardboard or something. And then that one with the tarp, that's another one. Taken out of the bioreactor and put on some cardboard to mature. Alright, that's it for now, guys. I'll try to keep you up to date. I love coming out and seeing my garden and how it's doing. Right now, the weeds are going to overtake things, but I'll just mulch over top of them. Hopefully that'll kill them. And feed some worms. Stay tuned. Thanks for hanging out with me today. And become a permanent fixture here at the Carbon Flip. We are trying to create eco-friendly agriculture amendments for our fields so that we can boost our microbial life, which is what goes out and gets the nutrients and brings it back to the plant through rhizophagy. The roots actually suck up those bacteria, yank all the nutrients out of them, and spit them back into the world so that they can go out and regain their nutrition. So a plant's like a vampire, I guess. And anyway, this is what we're working on so that we can create our own food that is nutrient dense. So come hang out often, and you guys can learn from all of my mistakes and all of my failures. It's gonna be fun. We will see you in the next video.